Hey guys, I am back with another video. Hope everyone is doing well. It's been a minute. Okay, but this is going to be a general reading for Leo. So, Leo, I'm just going to apologize in advance for any background noise. And also, I'm getting over a cold, so I may sound stuffy, may clear my throat. I apologize. But if you're new, welcome to Casual Tarot. If you're not, welcome back. Just remember, Leo, it's a big world, so it is general, and this is definitely not professional advice. You do what you want, Leo. So, Leo, what you been up to? I'm saying that because I feel like you guys are living the life that you want. You're building the future that you want. Well, building towards the future you want. And I feel like you've done a lot of self-care, healing, because I feel like, it's weird because I feel like a lot of things are not as they were. Okay, there's a lot of things that are over. Yet I feel like there are some things that are like continuous, like throughout your life. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's something you're going through with other people, but I feel like you're not in the same place, so it doesn't bother you the way it used to. Okay, I feel like you're handling it with grace. It's almost like you put up this protection that it's hard to penetrate. You know what I'm saying? And it's really good. And I'm happy for you because I feel like it took work, it took effort, it took determination. Okay. And you reached it. Okay. You are a totally different person. And it's really beautiful. Okay. That's what I'm sensing so far, anyway. Let's see what I have here. Like, I feel like a lot of you feel stronger, almost untouchable, really, you know? Now, don't get me wrong, you're still healing and stuff, but it's just not as it was. You're just so different. You're so different. I told you you're building something great here. Okay. And you're leaving behind a legacy. Okay. And I'm not just talking about like security. I'm talking about ideas, traditions, way of looking at things. Okay. I also feel like some of you are like educating the young. So maybe you have young children around you or something, or just young minds, young adults, right? It's a really good thing. It really is. You have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Make the decision. For some of you, I feel like you're sitting on something, you're not sure what to do. Maybe you don't want to do it alone, Hermit. Okay. Sometimes the hardest answer is the best answer. Okay. The most unlikely one. I just feel like some of you need to do something and you're not doing it. Okay, that's what I'm sensing from that night. Now, I also feel like there's maybe someone around you that, how can I put it? Well, they talk too much, I could tell you that. But I feel like they, I don't want to say they do this. I would say they try to do this. It's almost like they try to poke at you. They try to hit you where it hurts. Okay. I don't feel like they can accomplish it the way they used to. And it's almost like they're trying harder. Okay. But again, I feel like some of you are like, I don't know, you're sitting on something like you need to make a decision about something. Clear your mind. That would help you. Okay. Stop overthinking. Okay. Make a plan too, because some of you, it may be something big where it requires you to tread lightly. It requires you to set things in place. So it could be that you're just a little overwhelmed and just need to clear your mind and make a really good, solid plan. I do feel like a lot of you feel like you're alone. Whether you have people around you or not, you feel misunderstood. I feel like in time that is not going to be something that weighs heavy on your mind or your heart. I feel like uh, it's weird because I feel like some of you kinda found your people. I say kinda because it's almost like you have good connections, but it's almost like there's always something missing or they don't get something. It's almost like you haven't found someone who totally gets your side or your way of thinking or your point of view. And it's not that they have to agree. I'm talking about more of an understanding. And I feel like you're searching for that and you feel like you can't find that, but I feel like you can and probably have already, but maybe you don't realize it because you haven't dug so deep. I also feel like throughout your life, you may have been in a position where you felt alone. Like you had to fend for yourself, you had to protect yourself, you had to do things yourself. But you're not at that place no more. Okay, remember that, Leo. Remember that that is the past. Okay, and you will find your people. Okay, maybe you have to dig a little deep, but you will. Okay, and the ones that you have found that you do connect with, just know that even if you feel the connection's not as deep, that doesn't mean, how can I put it? It can't grow. Okay. Maybe it's something you need to do together, grow and learn together. In some cases, anyway, in some cases. Okay. In other cases, it's just accept who they are. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're not going to get that total understanding. Um, it will get easier, Leo. Some of you are healing. You've come a long way with certain things, but I feel like there's something, it may be more than one thing that's pretty deep, and you feel like you may not ever feel the same, and maybe you won't, but it will get better. It will get better. You won't feel the way you do now. And if you think about it, you don't feel the same way you did when it happened, whatever that is to you, or if it's more than one thing. So look back at that and see how far you've come. And you will see that, it is happening. Okay. The healing process is happening, even if it doesn't seem like it sometimes. Okay. I feel like there may have been a point where, how can I put it? It was constant and now it's more on and off, but when it's on, it's really on. So it makes you feel like it's never going to get better, but it will. Okay, at least to a place where you're able to accept and live fully. You know what I'm saying? And stop thinking of all the things that people have done to you in the past. I feel like you worked on that a lot, don't get me wrong. But as I said earlier, I feel like there may be people around you that kind of poke and trigger you. And it kind of brings those memories back. Know that they do this on purpose. They want to get a reaction. Do not give it to them. Remember that that is the past and you are not the same person. People cannot do the things that they did to you in the past. Okay? Yeah, that's something that's been going on for a while. You've had conflict with a group of people for a long time, a long time. And as I said earlier, it may be a situation where you can never really agree, but you can move on and it doesn't affect you the way it used to. Now, I will say that doesn't make some people happy. I don't know why I keep feeling people want to get a reaction out of you. And so, because they can, it's like they're trying harder. But I also feel like there are just things that come up that pull you back in, and you can't control that, but you can control how you react and the decisions that you make. Okay, make a clear plan. Don't be led by your emotions. Okay, and you'll be good. Don't let people, bait you or take your peace away. You know what I'm saying? You have the High Priestess in reverse. Wow. You have the Moon upright. And you have the Justice in reverse. Jeez. I'm saying jeez because, yeah, there is a lot happening here. I feel like there have been things that have come to light, like a lot. A lot. multiple things probably throughout your life, and I feel like that's not the end of it. So maybe that's another reason why you need to kind of, make sure you focus on the right thing. Okay, don't let your emotions take over, because whatever is going on or has been going on or may go on in the future, I do feel like it's concerning the same people that you've been dealing with. It's not right. It's not. And you know it's not. And that shit pisses you off. Okay. And the thing is, I feel like some of these people, they know too. They know what they're doing. It's not right. They freaking know. They don't care. They don't care. Okay. Not only that, but some of them don't even see clearly. They really don't. They have these weird ideas or beliefs, or there's something clouding their judgment. Okay. And there's a lot of secrets. I mean, a lot. Some have been exposed, don't get me wrong, but there's other things. Like, it's almost like you can't trust no one around you, honestly. Because you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get. But I do feel like you have a lot of experience with these people. So use your intuition, follow it. I don't care what anyone says. And the reason why I'm saying that, because there are maybe people that, like I said earlier, lie and talk too much and have these weird ideas. Okay. And it's not right. It's BS. A lot of the things that they say is just bullshit. And you know it. You know it. They even know it. A lot of it is like, for me, I feel like the way they're making me feel like it sounds like ridiculous. Like the audacity, like it's just anyone with a clear thinking mind can see through it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I feel like some people are just baiting you. Okay. Some of you may have a Gemini in your life, a Libra. Don't have to be, but Virgo. Just because people say things, I mean, it's true. And I know you know this, but I think it annoys you because there's someone who just says things that are just, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't even make sense. Like outrageous stuff. Okay, outrageous stuff. And I feel like some of it they actually believe, but then some I feel like they're, like I said, baiting you. It's like they want to get a reaction out of you. They know what they're saying is going to piss you off, or they know what they're saying doesn't really make sense. But in other ways, I feel like they believe the craziness that they think. So it could be that you're dealing with multiple people, or you're just dealing with someone that has weird ideas, but also just wants to bait you. I don't know. Very odd. Very odd. Knight of Wands. Upright. Emperor. There is someone very controlling. They will do anything, honestly. And I feel like to get a reaction, but also just to get what they want. Okay. I feel like someone thinks that they are above others. So that could be in a position, or it could just be that they think they're smarter and wiser and they're not. They're actually very narrow minded, very close minded. Because I feel like there's someone around you that just, I don't even want to say outdated beliefs, because that's not really what it is. It's more of outrageous beliefs. Whatever that is, I don't know, but that's what I'm sensing, so that's what I'm going to tell you. Don't even listen. Don't even entertain it. It's like, it's very odd. This person may even be looked at as a leader, but who are they leading though? And I say that because, well, if you have a bunch of people that believe in, I don't really want to use the word weird, but that's how I'm sensing it, just odd stuff. And then they have someone who is very looked up to, seems very wise, and they believe in the same odd stuff, Yeah, they're gonna have their little posse, their little gang, but so what? That don't mean it doesn't mean it's true. doesn't mean they have any power, okay? It just means that they're leading the blind, okay? The sheep. That's it, you know? Do what you need to do to, like I said, continue to heal, but also move through these obstacles, okay? Deal with anything that comes your way, but also that future I was talking about, okay? Because you're a totally different person. So I feel like this is like dead weight, you know? And I also feel like they're making it their business to try to touch you, but you're not going to let them, right? So just move forward. If you have to take some action, do so with the quickness. He's a quick knight, okay? And then move on, you know? Don't linger in it. Because I feel like in a lot of situations it's not as it seems. Like I just feel like it's not even worth your energy, to be honest. But I do feel like there's gonna be some things come to light that you're gonna have to deal with in some way, you know what I'm saying? But just focus on resolving it, focus on ending it, okay? Don't get caught up in the words and the emotions that other people bring, the drama, you know what I'm saying? It's a distraction, especially that emperor. I don't know. I feel like they just say things that is just don't even make sense. And there's someone that giggles too. It could be the emperor, or it could be someone else. It's almost like, I don't know, they get a kick out of I don't know. It's weird because I feel like they get a kick out of like debating, like going back and forth with people. But they also get a kick out of just trying to get a reaction out of you. And I don't feel like it's just you. They do this to other people, but you may be a bit of a target right now or have been in the past. I do feel like it's a pattern. So there is going to be things that come up that, well, this person's going to act the same way. Okay. But remember, we are all light. I know that's hard to do, but try your best. Okay. Know that we all come from the same place, but unfortunately, we have different experiences. We were taught different things, and some people are just blind. Okay. But try to remember the bigger picture. Try to remember that you're dealing with low frequency, low vibration characters here. Okay. We may all come from the same place, but we're definitely on different levels, okay, as far as experiences and wisdom. And just because someone comes off as wise, I mean, they are. And I have, you know, this is something I must say, and it's not just because of you. You know, I understand we look at our elders as being the wise ones of the family or the group or whatever. But that's not always the case. Okay. You have elders that are very close minded, are very egotistic. Just, you know, age does not give you wisdom. Okay. Experiences do. Okay. You can have someone who's 30 that can be more wise than someone who's 75. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that's the situation all the time, but just remember that you can learn from anyone. You can learn from a child just like you can learn from an adult. So I don't know if someone throws that around, oh, well, I'm older, I know more, blah, blah, blah. That's not always the case, because you can be older and have been sheltered or have been wearing a blindfold the whole time throughout your life that blocked you from wisdom that someone else may have. Block them, I should say. Okay. So I don't know. I kind of feel like someone thinks because they are senior that they know more. No, not always. Not always. Now, I'm not saying don't respect your elders. I'm just saying just because they're older don't mean they're wiser. And a wise person knows that they don't know everything. Remember that. Okay? If you think you know everything, then you're not wise. Okay? A wise person knows they don't know shit. You have to be open to learning. You have to remain teachable. And I feel like this person is not. It's not. They're stuck in their ways. And their ways are off. Okay? Everyone's entitled to believe in what they want, but I do feel like it's very outdated, outrageous stuff. It's not. I just feel like it doesn't even belong in the modern world. That type of thing. Okay, it's almost like someone believes in something that, let's say, science can prove that it's not true. Okay, or technology or something. I just know that some of the things is just not. I feel like you can prove it. Like you can actually give them evidence and they still will not believe it. Okay. And I'm not saying science knows everything. That's the answer to everything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying with this person, it doesn't matter if you show them proof. It's like they believe what they believe. And it's actually kind of odd. It's odd to me anyway. It just feels like very limited thinking. Very limited thinking. The thing is that they think they know a lot and they don't. They don't. Be careful with that. Or just know that. Because I feel like you know this already. But the people around them, they probably don't and follow this person. They should think again. But this is your reading, Leo. Okay. Bet on yourself. Take chances. Reach your dreams. You've got this. That's what I'm saying. You got this. You don't need that person and you don't need anyone to validate you. You don't need anyone to come in and give you any doubt, okay, with their words, with their actions, with their so-called wisdom. Okay. I feel like you're good. Take a chance on yourself, okay? Use your intuition. Do not ignore it. Even when it seems, how can I put it? I just feel like sometimes you may question things that you feel like you shouldn't question. And maybe that's why I'm getting the whole age thing. Because there may have been times where you feel like you shouldn't question this person, or maybe it's other people that are, I don't want to say above you, but maybe senior to you or have more experience than you. But you should. You should, because something's nagging at you because something doesn't make sense. Something is not as it seems. Okay? That is your higher self, the universe, trying to tell you something. Okay, so take a chance on what you feel, take a chance on yourself, and you will see that you will not only see clearer on different levels, okay, spiritually in this life, but even when it comes to these situations and this emperor who thinks he knows it all, okay, or this person who won't be quiet, or the decisions that you need to make that you don't want to make, the conflict that may be going on, seeing how much you've grown and healed, okay? Take a chance on yourself. You've come a long way. Pat yourself on the back. And not for nothing, but I feel like that emperor may be intimidated by you. Okay, they may see how much you shine, how much you have grown, and may feel like, you kind of pass them. Okay, but anyway, that is your message, Leo. I hope it helps in some way, and good luck.